Hi guys. Well, just got into bed. It is 25 to 10. I am knackered. My feet hurt, my ankles hurt, my hips hurt. I can't even speak, that's how tired I am. And my lower back, oh my god, my lower back kills. Um, I'm shattered. It's been a long ass day. As you can see, I've caught the sun a bit on my nose again, but I kept everything else all covered up. I mean, that's not so bad now. All that lot. It's not so bad now. It's just, yeah, but I kept it covered up today because I was like, no, I'm not getting any more sunburn. And I actually bought some sun cream while I was down there. Oh my god, my nose has caught. I've got some. Holy mother of God. I have caught the sun on my nose. Jesus. Why didn't Alicia and a friend tell me about that? Oh, great. Well, tomorrow I'm not getting out of bed. I'm staying in bed. Oh my god, I'm just so tired. I was falling asleep on the bus on the way home. Like, no, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake. Can't. Um, Coco loved his new pet pram that I'd bought him. I spent the last 3 hours um, in it, just sleeping. We decided to go on the beach for the last like half hour. That's like, and I was playing with the ball with him. And then all of a sudden he bolted. I was not happy. I tripped over this massive stone that was there, went flying face first into the sand, and then I had to stumble to get up to go and run after him. Eventually caught up with him. I was not happy, so I was like, right, you can go in your pram now. So I put him in there, and he just laid down, went to sleep. I was like, well, fair enough. Rose is absolutely knackered as well. She's curled up next to me asleep. Um, so yeah, worn the dogs out. I think I've broken Salem. Salem didn't even come with us. I think I've broken Coco because I put him in the pet pram at about would have been about 5:15. He's been in and out of it all day, in and out of the pram all day because obviously he's not used to all this exercise. He's not quite used to it. So yeah, he's been in and out of it when he's needed a rest, when he's flagging a bit, put him in the pram, and then he was wanting to get out. He's like clawing to get out, but I put him in. He was actually in it when we had our when we went to the chippy as well. Obviously, when you go to the seaside, you've got to go to the chip shop. It's got to be done. So he was in. He was sleep. He slept right through us eating our tea. So we had a chippy tea. So he slept right through that in the pram, and then we went onto the beach again for the second time. And when he bolted, I was like, "You're not bolting again. I can't deal with that. I'm in too much pain to be because I hurt my foot. I seriously hurt my foot. Raised my foot, tripping on that bloody stone, and put him in, zipped it up. He just laid down, and went to sleep. That was it until we got home not so long ago. We didn't got home not so long ago, so it was just after 9. So it'll probably would have been about 9:10. Yeah, probably about 9:10, about half an hour ago now. So we'll just like get the animals fed, let the dogs out for the final constitutionals, and go to bed because I am shattered. So the girls were going to have a bath tonight, but they've decided they're going to have one in the morning, which that doesn't bother me. I can't be asked to argue, but they're both absolutely shattered. They just want to sleep now, so they'll be straight off. But we would have been back an hour before, but we went to go on the 6:10 bus home, and there was 2 prams that got on, but the buses are, you can have 3 prams on these buses. They're like the low floor buses with you can get 3 prams on them, and one of the spaces there's these 2 old women. Well, not old, but they were old enough to know that those spaces are for prams. These two women with their little shopping trolleys sat there in the pram space and refused to budge. So we couldn't get on with the pet pram. And the cheeky driver, he turned around and says, "Well, if you had got on and there was a pram with a child in, I would have to have asked you to fold yours up because the child is more important." I'm like, seriously, why even say that to me? But he was being really snotty about it. And I was just like, I was absolutely fuming. I just couldn't. I was so angry. I really was angry. Um, it was just ridiculous. I was just so angry at that. And Alicia was complaining, oh, my back hurts, my legs hurt, oh, I'm cold, oh, whinging as she normally does. And I was just like, we just had to wait in the bus station for the next hour for the very last buses, for the last bus to Lincoln, and had to wait there for an hour with 2 dogs, although Coco was fast asleep, so he didn't bother him at all. And 2 teenagers and a little puppy dog, and it just went slow. Alicia was complaining she was hurting, she was cold, Katie was alright, Alicia's friend. She was fine. She just enjoyed winding Alicia up. So did I. I enjoyed winding her up as well. It's funny. It's funny winding her up because it's just the way she reacts. It's just so funny. But no, I wasn't happy that we had to wait around for an hour. I was determined I was going to get on that next bus. I was like, there is no way I'm staying behind in Skegness for the night. There is no way that's happening. And I wasn't going to take down that pet pram because Coco needed it. Because he needed to be in that pet pram because he was so tired. He was worn out. He still is worn out, bless him. He wouldn't even eat his tea. Put his tea down, he wouldn't touch it. So that'll be saved for tomorrow morning. I'll put that up for him tomorrow morning, but he wouldn't eat his tea at all. So that's how tired he is. He didn't want to eat. So he's like next to me. There he is. Hello. Hello, Coco. You're all fast asleep. And then on this side is Rosie. Rosie Roll. And she was very unsettled on the bus. She wouldn't settle down very well on the bus on the way home. She was just like trying to get comfy on the floor, but it didn't work. So I ended up taking one of the towels out of the bag, laying that on the floor, and she just curled up on that. She just laid on the towel with her head on my foot. That's how settled she was. So, she was all right. She wasn't like a real big bother to anybody. Some of the kids there thought she was really cute, and some of the other grown-ups there, some of the adults, they thought she was lovely. But yeah, dogs were pretty good travelling there and travelling back. Really good. So I can't really ask for much more from them, So, but yeah, we had a good time. We got there. We went to the beach. Went straight to the beach. Went to Skegness Beach, and then we went. we had our picnic. We had most of our picnic on the beach, and we was it was just really nice. And Coco went for a run with his ball, chasing his ball. I think that's what knackered him out actually. So after a while, I had to tell him to stop because obviously he's he doesn't know when to stop. So when he was knackered, I just like, right, stop. I had to stop him. I had to get him to sit next to me and have cuddles with me just to stop him from running around chasing the ball. And Rosie was on the extender lead on the beach, so she enjoyed that, having a good run around, and she loved the beach. It was her first time on the beach, and she loved it. She was, you know, she absolutely loved it. She kept digging in the sand and running around, going to chase all the other dogs, and took her down to the water. She doesn't like the wave coming towards her. She doesn't like the waves coming towards her. She's a bit freaked out by that, but I think, over time, I think that will be all right. She'll end up being all right with that. If I take her again, kind of thing, one day, maybe, maybe. And then, yeah, there was like a little bit of like a river, like when the tide goes out, there's like a bit of a river, and she enjoyed splashing through that. She was running through that, and she was loving that, so that was all right. So yeah, she seemed to like the beach. It was pretty good to say it was her first time. She did quite well on, like I say, she did really well on the bus, and she loved it. We're walking around Ingoldmells. We went to Ingoldmells. We caught the bus to Ingoldmells. I went to have a walk around the market, and she did really well there. And every time she saw a dog, she was had to go and have a look and have a sniff and sniff the butts and whatever else they'd like to do. So yeah, so she and Coco was in the pram most of the time, in the pet pram most of the time. Took him out for a bit. Afterwards, we actually stopped and got some water out for the dogs to have a drink. And then I put him in the pram because he was knackered. So he kind of just stayed in the pram until we went to the chip shop afterwards. But we went to Ingoldmells Pier. We thought we'd go on the sand. We thought, oh yeah, we'll go on the beach at Ingoldmells as well. And there were signs up saying that no dogs allowed between the 1st of March and 30th of September. I was like, why the 1st of March? It says the beach in Skegness is 1st of May. But Ingoldmells, even though they're like, Ingoldmells and Skegness are like right next to each other, it's like a 10-15 minute bus ride. They're virtually like the same thing. They're like virtually like the same town. But Ingoldmells, Ingoldmells won't let dogs on the beach from the 1st of March. And then Skegness is the 1st of May. I don't understand that. Why can't they just all the beaches, Ingoldmells and Skegness be from the 1st of May? I don't understand it. I don't know how they come up with that. It's like, it's ridiculous. So we ended up not being able to go on the beach. So we were a bit disappointed in that, going on Ingoldmells Beach and letting the dogs run on the Ingoldmells Beach for a bit. So we ended up going back in, went to a few shops, went into the arcades, went into a few shops and that. And then we just caught the bus back to Skegness. And was like, well, if we couldn't go on the beach in Ingoldmells, we'll go to the beach and skip back to the beach in the Skegness for a bit. So, yeah, that's a bit. We were a bit annoyed at that. We were very annoyed at that because that was a wasted trip. I mean, Ingoldmells Market is like the same old stuff. It's always the same stuff that's always there. So I don't think I don't I think we wasted time going there. And also we could have got an earlier train or an earlier bus home. We could have got like the 4 or 5 o'clock bus home. But never mind. So yeah, we weren't too happy the fact we couldn't get on the beach with the doggies over there. Never mind. But yeah, we got the bus eventually and got home, and we're all absolutely shattered. All of us, everybody, including the doggies, girls, me. Salem was waiting in my bedroom window, because my bedroom window looks out on the front. So walking down the garden path, and Salem sat watching in my bedroom window, waiting for us. Bless him. He saw us coming through the gate, and he was straight down those stairs. So I turned around to Alicia. I said, He's not coming down to greet us. He's coming down because he wants his tea. He's not bothered about us. He's more bothered about us feeding him." He was like, and she was like, "Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, because he's like gone 9 o'clock. It's gone 9 o'clock. He's wanting his tea. He's not wanting us. Bless him." But yeah, he's now gone outside for the night because he's been indoors all day. Obviously, I'm not going to shut him out. If we're out for the day, I'm not going to shut him outside for the whole day, am I? So he's got cat litter. He's got a litter tray in here in the bathroom, so he's fine. But he's gone out for the night now. Bless him. Right, I think that's gonna be it. I'm going to bed. Might see you tomorrow. Might not. Depends when I get up. Depends if I get up. It depends if I wake up. If I'm planning on staying in bed all day and having a real good lay-in, but I've been told it's supposed to be really nice tomorrow, so I might sit out in the garden for a bit. We'll see. Don't know yet. Might chill out in the garden for a bit. Although I reckon Coco will probably sleep all day as well tomorrow, because last time he slept for a couple of days. Good for a couple of days afterwards. Last time we took him to to Seaside. Where did I get cinema from? The last time I took him to the Seaside, he was broken for about 2 or 3 days afterwards. Bless him. But I think he's going to be fast asleep for the whole night. He's not moving. I know he's not moving from there. Rosie might, but she had quite a bit of energy when she came in. She was jumping up and down everywhere, waiting for her food, jumping up and down, waiting for her food, like, "Give me food, give me food." So how does she have all that energy? I really don't know. So, yeah, I'm gonna go, and like I say, I might do a video tomorrow. I might not. We'll see, won't we? Anyway, I wish you all good night, sweet dreams, and hopefully see you tomorrow. If you like what I do, if you like my videos, like what I do, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.